Welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Avcci, your host. I'm welcoming you episode 203. We are in season 7 in the American Business Podcast. Here is the quote of the day. We should strive to welcome change and challenges because they are what help us grow. As you know, we started America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABCCI is America's first virtual Chamber of Commerce that is powered by a successful business podcast, the American Business Podcast. And our mission is simple. ABCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to promote, support, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community. We are inclusive. From solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 companies, we have something for every single business professional, executive, and business leader. Please go to our website, avcci.us, and learn more about ABCCI. Also go to events section. You can see our coming committee and club meetings. We have ABCCI Business Book Club, Public Speakers Club, Business Development Club, Manufacturing Committee, and many other committees are coming up. Committee meetings are complimentary. You can pick the one from our events page, from our calendar, and you can sign up and join us. Every single meeting is virtual, educational, and connective. And we record the meetings and push to the American Business Podcast for more visibility and publicity. I'm looking forward to seeing you at ABCCI. Thank you very much for your support. Well, okay, great. I have a special guest in the American Business Podcast. Let's invite our guest to our stage and let's get the conversation started. Hello, welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Kevin, thank you. It's great to be here.
Pleasure is all mine. How are you? How is your week going so far?
My week is going great. Short week for me. I'm heading to Florida for a wedding, a destination wedding. So I'm excited to get down there, but a couple of things to wrap up this week in the office.
This is great. I'm glad you join us in your busy schedule, and also I'm welcoming you to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI. You are a member now, and I'm glad you join us.
Yeah, me too. Sounds great.
I appreciate it. What is your first impression about ABCCI so far?
It's great. It's been on the website, exploring all the different connections, committees. I have a couple calls already with some committee leaders. I'm looking forward to squeezing those in over the next week or two.
Yes, there will be more introductions, more activities will be coming. So we'll make sure to keep you busy, and we'll make sure to make a lot of introductions for you at ABCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. My pleasure. Well, okay, why don't we get started? As a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our listeners and to our viewers?
Sure. My name is Lou Bernardi. I'm the founder of Bright Path Benefits. We're in Melville, New York. I'm a 34-year veteran, often call myself a recovering benefits broker. Although I still kind of wear that title, our role, our process has changed significantly. I really refer to myself more as almost like an outsized benefit optimization officer. People call me Boo, B-O-O, Boo. Other people will refer to me sometimes as the benefits whisperer, which is silly, but I think they mean that in a nice way. And it's I've been in the business, as I said, 34 years, but the last 8 years have really changed the trajectory, the direction, our approach, and the impact that we can make for our clients and prospects.
Yes, I love your educational approach, and I know you're also a published author. Congratulations! Would you like to tell us about your book? Show us your book if you have it.
I have it here. This is my proof copy.
Yes, hold on. Let me give you the whole screen. I'll give you the whole screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, Inside the Healthcare Heist, an insider's guide to beating the system and reclaiming millions. It just went on sale on Amazon, paperback, hard copy this week. It's on Kindle. It's been a journey. I started it about 7 years ago. I stopped a few times along the way, and I needed to really make sure that what I was saying and who I was talking to, I didn't want to write a book just to write a book. I really wanted it to bring impact. So, yeah.
This is exciting. Congratulations. And today we are also presenting your book in ABCCI Business Book Club. I'm happy to
Thank
say
you.
that. And also, we'll make sure to also invite you at one of our ABCCI Business Book Club monthly meetings as a featured published author. And we love to also interview you as well. We have great co-chairs at ABCCI Business Book Club. Steve is there, as well as Jim is there. They're great leaders of
Yep.
ours at the club, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well. And I understand your style. You are very educational, very informative about your about healthcare industry,
Sure.
and also educate professionals. That educational approach also what makes you different, I need to say, and this is very important as professionals to be this way. However, just like you mentioned before in our conversations, having healthcare as one of the top or second biggest expense in any organization, that's an important subject to be talking about, also to educate
Yeah.
companies and
Yeah.
professionals.
I'm very passionate about it. I get excited pretty easy about it in good ways and bad ways. There's a lot of ugliness. It's kind of a dark conversation when we start. Really, there's probably nothing more elusive to the American consumer than healthcare and insurance. People don't understand it, and that's deliberate. That was intentionally built that way by managed care, which is both our insurance delivery system and the healthcare delivery system. But it's a new day, and I'm sure we'll get to that a little bit during the podcast. Is
Mm-hmm.
things have changed, but unfortunately, the consumer is not being made aware of a lot of that change. And I see it as my role. 34 years ago, you could buy individual health insurance coverage for as little as $25 a month, $200 for a family, with virtually no out-of-pocket cost, $5 copays. 30 some odd years later in New York and throughout the country, we're looking at family premiums, $3,000 to $5,000, individual premiums, $700 to $1,200, even $1,500. So that's not sustainable, and I really feel it is my job to bring the consumer, get them up to speed, so that they can take advantage of the plethora of options they have.
Can you tell us about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
Sure. Yeah, I thought I was getting into Wall Street. I graduated St. John's University in 1989 in the wake of the stock market crash of '88, and it was hard to get into Wall Street. I got into the finance department at a very large radiology practice in New York City, very, very large, practice. I was the assistant controller. And even then, when I wasn't in insurance, I didn't like what I was seeing. Busloads of people, especially senior citizens from old age homes, assisted living facilities, nursing homes, being driven there every day, just pushed through machines. And I knew something was wrong. And they were really just, putting people through that stress to make a profit. They didn't need them. And I would talk to the radiologist about that. And short time later, got married, had a baby, and I knew there wasn't really a future in that for me. So I joined my dad in also Louis Bernardi, still active down in Florida now, and joined him at a general agency in New York City. And essentially, a general agent, we were the broker's broker. We were behind the scenes working with over the years, probably thousands of brokers and their clients, helping them sell insurance. It was always focused on the insurance. We were experts in that, finding solutions. And I did that for 25 years. In 2017, I left the general agent world because I kind of lost faith in most brokers who were focused on just selling insurance, which of course is what the customers were buying, but there's so much more to it than that. And I didn't want to go down that path. I didn't want to go down with that ship. Focused 100% on my agency, which has been in existence for 29 years now anyway. But now we're really more direct to consumer, helping small, medium, and large businesses finally take control of their group health insurance spend and all the other benefits that go along with that.
What is the secret of your success?
I think the secret of my success is always pushing myself further to understand what's happening. Things like medical trend never made sense to me, and I guess that was because of my finance background. There's nothing else in our economic system, in this capitalistic market, that increases every single year by 5, 10, 15%. That doesn't happen naturally. That only happens when forces behind it want it to happen. And of course, that is what's happening. It's a complicated conversation. It's almost like an iceberg that took down the Titanic. You only need to understand the top that's creeping out of the water. You don't necessarily need to know everything that's happening behind the surface, but you can't ignore what's happening above the surface. And that's really where we come in and we educate consumers. I'll spend hours with someone if they'll let me, if they seem interested, but more importantly, we're just really trying to take them down a brighter path, which is, I guess, why we settle on our DBA, which is Bright Path Benefits.
Yes, make a lot of sense. Yes, it makes sense. Well, let's talk about your industry a little bit more. The state of your industry. How do you see the industry nowadays? You mentioned a little bit, but if you'd like to dive deeper a little bit more
Sure.
for us to get educated, I'll appreciate it.
This is a real crossroads.
I'm Mel Blackwell, the president of Blackwell Media Group, and I'm a proud member of the AVCCI. Joined recently, and very, very supportive and excited about that. As president of Blackwell Media Group, basically, I'm a retired corporate fixer. For 35 years, I've worked in global companies, domestic U.S. companies, to help boards and C-level teams try to figure out how to solve complex business riddles. In doing that, I actually decided to hang up my cleats, because 35 years is a long time. I deployed behind enemy lines. I did not go in as a consultant. I took a full-time role because I loved working with the teams. I loved building the teams, and I liked the smell of napalm, and so I worked in those different stints for 2 to 6 years, and in kind of graduating from that world now, I do keynote speaking at major conferences, at annual retreats for corporate teams, and kind of a hybrid of coming in to speak to a large crowd or even a small room, and then rolling up my sleeves and coaching and helping a team solve a specific complex riddle. In doing all of that, what I realized, I wrote a book called Uncommon Sense: How to Fix Your Workplace Culture in the Wild West of Business. In doing all that, I realized, reflecting back, for about a year, I wrote the book that I've been working on for 20 years. And when I finally said, all right, I'm going to write this thing, I realized almost everything I did was culture. And so I am somewhat of a culture architect. I've had a reputation of being very plain spoken. What you see is what you get. Funny. I like to have fun, but pretty serious. And I can do some really complex, brutal stuff, whatever it takes to protect the culture and the good people. And so that's what I do now. I do the speaking, and I work with people. Don't even be embarrassed. It's like, Mel, we have this really complex riddle we're beriddled by it. I'll come in, roll up my sleeves, and we'll slay that thing. So that's what I do, and I'm looking forward to it. And I highly recommend everybody support Kevin and the ABCCI.
Hi, I'm Christine Daniels. I'm a high-performance coach, executive strategist, and keynote speaker. I'm also a founding member of America's first virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-chair of the Leadership and Management Growth Committee. I run my own business. It's a coaching and consulting practice. The work I do is about developing leaders, building stronger teams, and integrating high performance with personal alignment, that inner work that makes the outer work sustainable. I deliver this through executive coaching, leadership development, and strategy work with executives, founders, and leadership teams. Before this chapter of my career, I spent over 25 years across capital markets, family office investing, and venture capital. One of the things I value most about AVCCI is what it actually is: a national community where professionals, business owners, and organizations connect, collaborate, and amplify each other's work. Building a business is one thing. Building it with the right relationships, the right visibility, and the right network across the country, that is something else entirely. And AVCCI is where that happens. If this sounds like the kind of community you've been looking for, we would love to have you. Learn more at avcci.us and learn more about my work at christineadaniels.com. I look forward to connecting.
Hi, I'm Steve Turner and excited to be a part of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce, AVCCI. I am the owner and operator of Solomon Turner Public Relations in St. Louis, author of the book PR That Works, and a national speaker. We solve the problems of helping companies build their brand through PR strategies in this crazy era of AI. Solomon Turner helps business owners better connect with their customers and communities that they serve for the long term. And we help sales and marketing with long-term growth by using these PR strategies. We have clients nationwide. We've worked with a lot of people you would know, such as celebrities as Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Steve Forbes, and many corporations like Northwestern Mutual. So I invite you to reach out. Love to talk to you, meet you, and have a conversation. And feel free to email or call at the numbers provided. Thank you so much.
I'll appreciate it.
This is a real crossroads for the industry. Again, most consumers aren't getting all of the news or information they need to make smarter decisions, but just like managed care when it came into the market 30 years ago, and then healthcare reform, the Affordable Care Act, I guess about 14 years ago, 16 actually was when it was signed. There's a huge crossroads. This is a turning point for the consumers, but also a turning point for people in the industry like myself. I'll be in a conference in Nashville next week with about 3,000 other souls, doctors, advisors, consultants, plan sponsors, third-party administrators, pharmacy benefit managers, so many different specialists that are helping companies every day transform their health care plan from their second or third largest expense into their greatest competitive advantage. And unfortunately, most people don't see how that's possible, but you can reduce cost significantly, as much as 30 to 50%, to be honest with you, and enhance benefits. Give people the information they need to make smarter healthcare decisions, get to the best doctors, which is something I'm really super passionate about. That's probably the thing that bothers me most about the industry. But this is a crossroads where plan sponsors have to decide, are they going to go back once again to the same companies that are perpetuating their significant increases, or are they going to really ask for a second opinion, one that can really change forever the trajectory of their company's healthcare spend?
Well, one of the popular subjects in the American Business Podcast is AI. How do you see the impact of AI on business nowadays?
AI is probably impacting our industry more than any other, to be honest with you. When the Affordable Care Act was passed, it started the process of literally billions of claims being released into different depositories by healthcare systems, hospitals, insurance companies, Medicare, Medicaid. And it has taken quite a long time for technology companies, and now AI has supercharged it, where we're able to use that data to identify cost trends, quality of providers. We're able to use it to scrub contracts to find out where there's holes in contracts or contract language that's not working in the best interest of plan sponsors, help them with compliance, help them with underwriting. We're using AI, some great companies. I won't mention their names because I haven't gotten their approval, but all of your and my and everyone listening's claims information is available for purchase. And there are companies that have purchased all that data, and now they can help identify our clients that are the healthiest populations and get self-insured or level funded proposals, even fully insured proposals back that can beat the standard off the shelf. We call them the BUCAs, Blue Cross, United, Cigna, Aetna, and Humana, beat their quotes by 20, 30% when it's appropriate, when we have a healthy population.
Let's talk about leadership a little bit. From your point of view, how would you define leadership, and what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
Oh boy, for me, leadership. I'm a big fan, and I think you'll ask about this, but I'll answer it ahead of time. Huge fan of the movie Miracle. What Herb Brooks did with the 1980 Miracle on Ice hockey team is it really made an incredible impression on me. I was 13 years old at the time, or maybe 12. And so for me, leaders are people who push people to their become the best that's in them. I don't know that I'm necessarily Herb Brooks' style, because he knew his players wouldn't like him, because he was very pushy. He was very demanding, but that was because of the physical demand he was putting them through, and he knew they were capable of it. For me, a leader is someone who leads by example, maybe a Mark Messier, because I'm a big hockey guy, but also gets their teams to be the best in them as well, in a positive way. I'm about positive reinforcement, both in our health plans, but also here in the office. We're a lot of encouragement for people to go out and do what they need to be done, prepare them for it, and help them, thrive to be the best that they can be.
Role models. Have you had any role models, any mentors who help you shape your career journey over the years?
Yeah, well, I guess the most obvious one for me, if he listens to this, he'll start crying, is my dad, because I worked for him for a while. I basically watched him for the first 3 years of my career, listened to what he was saying, how he spoke to people, how passionate he was about helping people. He's a real people person. He's got a great compass, and he does things the right way. And I've always respected that in my dad, and I think that's probably, for me, the role model in the industry that has made the biggest impression on me.
Key career lesson. If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be that you can share with us?
Oh, the hard way, boy. I don't have any regrets. Key lessons, I think, for me: keep your chin and your eyes up. Look for opportunities, because this industry is changing dramatically. I feel like myself, a lot of my peers that are in organizations like Health Rosetta, we're 5 or 10 years ahead of most other advisors that are out there. And that's not necessarily a good thing or bad thing. The other thing, I think, is that if you get too far ahead of your prospects and your clients, you could lose them. You don't want to lose them. Part of the reason why I wrote this book is because the industry talks about things that are light years ahead of where most consumers are. And we need to slow down, because we need to walk that walk with them. We don't want to impress people with our knowledge, just getting back to that leadership thing. We want to go back, take them by the hand, and walk them through, and help them move forward, and be able to achieve some amazing things through their health plan. That otherwise people wouldn't be able to do themselves.
Is there a book, a movie, a show that help you shape your career perspective?
Yeah, I mentioned Miracle on Ice. I watch it every single time it's on TV. There's probably quite a few other movies. I like the underdog. Anything that involves the underdog, Rocky movies, I just love that story. I love when it's real life, when people achieve things that no one else gave them credit for. I got the opportunity to meet Jim Craig, the goaltender from the 1980 Olympic team, in San Antonio, Texas, at a conference probably about 5 years ago. And what they went through individually and as a team, and you sit there and you listen, and I know a lot about the team, but you hear his career path, and he wouldn't have gotten there hadn't it been for hundreds of people, his mother, his father, his community, who lent him his first equipment when his family couldn't afford hockey equipment, because it was a rich person's sport back then. So anything like that, I'll follow. TV shows, same thing. I just love underdogs.
We have a little tradition in the American Business Podcast. I'd like you to leave me a question for our next guest, and we'll ask your question
Sure.
to them. What question would you like us to ask?
Well, first question is, how did I do?
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all size. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Visit us at www.abcci.us and become a member today. I'm also the owner of Emerald City Ventures. I work with Gen X women who find themselves in a pattern of stopping and starting and starting and stopping. And we reunite you with that version of yourself that you've been trying to reach for years. And she's in there. We're going to bring her out. So visit us at www.kimm.co or email me at theowner@emeraldcityventures.net.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Brink, and I'm the owner of Lux Escapes by Christy, personal travel planning, and the co-chair of the Women in Business Committee. I'm a passionate traveler and work closely with my clients to plan personal, curated itineraries around the world. I research the best value, work with local experts around the world, and provide convenience and support so you can travel more and plan less. I am relationship driven, so it's important to me to get to know my clients so I can deliver the best travel experience with each trip. If Women in Business resonates with you, please join me as we work to provide education, inspiration, and support for all women that join. I look forward to getting to know you all. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Suzanne Beck. I'm the sales manager at Preferred Events, and I'm a proud member of the Americans Virtual Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited to be here. At Preferred Events, we are the preferred choice for your event rentals throughout the New York metropolitan area and beyond. Whether you're planning a corporate event, a charity walk or run, a fundraiser or gala, a festival, school event, or private celebration, we provide the rentals and the support needed to bring your event to life. Our inventory includes tents, chairs, linens, staging, flooring, fencing, structures, tables, and so much more. What truly sets us apart is the commitment to customer service and helping our clients create successful and memorable events. We work with corporations, nonprofits, schools, municipalities, and event professionals, and we love the opportunity to learn more about your upcoming events and what you're looking to do. If you're planning an event and need a reliable rental partner, please reach out. I look forward to connecting with fellow AVCCI members and finding ways we can support one another's success. Thank you for watching, and I hope to meet you soon.
Hi, I'm Stacy Simbrom. I am a member of the AVCCI. I am also one of the leads of the Women in Business Committee and the Health and Wellness Committee. I run a company called Reflection Project. I am a coach. I am an integrative wellness coach. And what that means is I work with individuals who want to optimize their lives, do better with their wellness, do better in their relationships, and feel better about themselves and the world that they live in. I take an integrated approach, which helps you to learn how to leverage your three centers of intelligence, which is your brain, your logic, your emotions, and your body, which is your intuition. I bring several different modalities into this work. I've been doing this work for about 15 years now, and I would look forward to working with you and collaborating with you in this space. If this sounds like something that you would like to learn more about, please contact me either by phone or by email. Thank you very much, and I look forward to meeting with you soon. Bye-bye.
Would you like us to?
Well, first question is, how did I do? And I guess, second question would be, I'm new to the AVCCI, so if I had an opportunity to ask them personally, be like, how can you make the most out of it? How can you make the most out of this networking opportunity, this community? So far, all of the people that I've spoken to, that you've introduced me to, seem like real exceptional, successful people, and they're really willing to help. So I guess the question could be, who are they willing to help?
I love this. I love this question. We'll make sure to ask.
Thank you.
I'll make sure to ask. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, in this part of the episode, is there any question that you would like to ask me?
Ask you, how did you do it? Because I know this wasn't easy. 100,000 subscribers in 6 months, I think you said.
Yes.
I have my own podcast, and it's not nearly that successful. I'm going to definitely pick your brain and see how you can help me do
My
that.
pleasure.
Yeah, that would be my
Yes.
question is,
Yes, absolutely.
Was it luck, or did you?
Yes, so
Okay,
it was actually pretty structured. So when I started, in general, I watch a lot of podcasts myself, especially video podcasts. I see the podcast in general as a resource to learn new things, listen to other professionals, and see the marketplace. And during my observation and watching the podcast, I saw that there was no podcast like the American business podcast. Either they focus on a specific industry only, or they start with a business conversation and then they shift towards politics. So I started to. That's when I decided to start the American Business Podcast with educational content, informative, independent, non-political, inclusive, and I like to make sure we also cover a variety of business subjects to offer different type of content to our viewers and listeners. And it looks like business community really accepted it, and that was the good sign. The growth came with the viewers.
Yeah.
In addition. Earlier this year, I was getting some requests from our viewers, supporters, and sponsors about starting a podcast, starting a platform. Hence, the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry (ABCCI) started, and that's also doing well so far. And it's growing pretty much weekly basis. So I will say how is starting with the observation and market research, and then the rest is hard work. You gotta create the videos, you gotta edit, you gotta push it, you gotta promote it. I mean, I have a team behind me. I'm not by myself. However, still, it's an operation, and we did a lot of work. Right now, we have more than 3,000 videos on YouTube alone, and we have a pretty strong archive. I mean, we create a lot. We are still uploading. So this also shows our dedication to the podcast. What we believe in, our mission is solid in the American Business Podcast, and also in America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry (ABCCI). It is to promote, support, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community for success in this age of AI. And we see ourselves and position ourselves as the voice and growth platform for American business in this age of AI. So these are exciting times. Just like you mentioned, AI come a long way, and now it's operational, accessible, and we like to utilize it as much as we can.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think your mission is definitely very in line with ours. When I see what's happening to small, medium businesses, the increases, the profits that the insurance companies have, incredible profits, yet they turn around and raise premiums 15 to 20%. It's inexcusable. So we're really, education is where it starts, and hopefully through education we'll help companies like we have these last few years significantly lower their healthcare costs, but also at the same time enhance benefits, take better care of their employees, and give them a tool that just helps them attract and retain top talent. And can't wait to get started.
Yes, and I'm glad that the American Business Podcast is your platform to put the word out and help professionals educate about the U.S. healthcare system as well as the structure in general. So that's a great opportunity, and that absolutely serves our mission, our purpose. So this is a great partnership, and I truly appreciate your participation at ABCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Okay, great. Well, your career advice for the next generation professionals.
Oh boy, I was just out to lunch last week with a young professional in my industry, and I challenged them. I said, don't take the easy road. This is a crossroads right now. There's a lot of change. I think that I recommended that they get involved with some of the organizations that I'm part of, and you can make a lot of money, and you can do it fairly, and you can do it and help companies significantly, work with people you enjoy working with. Don't settle. Don't work with people who bring you down, that are toxic. And it's a time for change. And I think younger people right now can embrace that and move quickly, pivot, and really help take businesses into the next segment of this healthcare journey, health insurance journey.
For those who like to be in touch with you and continue this conversation, what is the best way that they can get in touch with you?
I do have several websites. You can look up lewisbernardi.com is my, there's a speaker's website. There's the book website. I think you can get there from there. LinkedIn's a great place, Louis C. Bernardi of Bright Path Benefits. I'm very active on LinkedIn. That's always easy. And they'll find my email address, my phone number on there as well.
Yeah, this is great. Well, also at ABCCI, for our audience, for our listeners and viewers, we have Public Speakers Club, and Lou is also listed there as a public speaker. And for those organizations, for your next next event, for keynote speech about healthcare system, please invite Lou. And he's an expert in his field, as you can tell from this conversation. And he's also a member of ABCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So we are supporting Lou and other ABCCI members, business owners, entrepreneurs, as well as professionals and executives. And this is a great opportunity, Lou. Thank you so much for being with us in your busy schedule. And thank you for sharing your professional insights and wisdom with us in the American Business Podcast.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me. I look forward to interacting in the near future.
Yes, more to come, and I'll see you around. Thank you so much.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And to our listeners and to our viewers, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Well, as I always say, there is always something new to learn in each The American Business Podcast episode. And today was one of them. And we learned about the healthcare industry in the US and the system and the structure in general. There is, of course, more to learn. However, we need to have these conversations, and these are great opportunities for us to learn about the latest and what is coming, and also start accumulating more information, knowledge about the U.S. healthcare industry, because we all need healthcare at the end of the day. It's not about what you do. It's not about how rich you are. We are all humans, and we all need healthcare. That's just that simple. So in that sense, I really enjoyed this conversation. And if you haven't done so, please go to avcci.us. We have America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABCCI is America's first, digital first, virtual and national chamber of commerce, powered by a successful business podcast, the American Business Podcast. It means visibility and publicity comes with ABCCI membership. And ABCCI is inclusive, from solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 company. There is always something for any business professional, executive, business leader, business owner, and entrepreneur in ABCCI. We have great committees. We have more than 10 committees. These are member-led committees. We have co-chairs. We have our leaders in these committees, and you can participate in these committee meetings as well. Business Book Club, Public Speakers Club, Manufacturing Committee, Business Development Committee, Women in Business Committee, Nonprofit Committee, and there are many other committees available. When you go to ABCCI website, you can go to the committees section and you can learn more about each committee, and also you can sign up for coming events. When you go to the events page on abcci.us, committee meetings are listed on our event calendar and you can sign up. Committee meetings are inclusive. You don't have to be a member to follow and register, and they are also complimentary. So we are inviting you to join our committee meetings, and we are inviting you to be a member, and we can help you grow your business. Thank you very much for your support. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I'm also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all sizes. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Adam Dicker, and the first thing I want to say is how excited I am to be part of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry community. I'm also going to be a coach in the Biz Dev and Sales and Marketing Committee, and I'm really looking forward to that and meeting all of you there. To all the entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals here, it's a pleasure to connect with you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the former executive vice president at GoDaddy, where I spent years helping businesses grow their online presence and succeed digitally. Today, I work with companies to help them generate more leads, improve website conversions, and use AI and automation to grow smarter and more efficiently. One thing I've seen over the years is companies spend heavily on paid advertising and they don't take advantage or optimize the existing traffic or website that they have. You should be getting most of your traffic and leads and opportunities from your website, about 70 to 80%. In reality, your website should be the best salesperson working 24/7 to convert visitors into customers. That's where I come in. I help optimize your websites, improve organic traffic performance, implement those tricky AI tools and with automation, and build systems that reduce dependency on expensive ad platforms like Google and LinkedIn, while increasing your lead generation and customer engagement. My goal is simple: help businesses sustain their growth, increase conversions, and make your marketing work harder. So if you're part of the network and looking for ways to generate more qualified leads, improve your online presence, optimize your website, or leverage AI in your business strategy, I'd love to connect and learn more about what you do. Thank you again for this opportunity to introduce myself, and I look forward to meeting you all shortly.
I'm David Faverio. I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other known as AVCCI. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We look to educate people and businesses on how to be more sustainable and how to introduce sustainability into their business to be more efficient in their operations. I'm also the president of Pupfish Sustainability Solutions. Pupfish's data destruction methods are AAA NAID certified through iSigma, which certifies our adherence to the high security and ethical standards in the data destruction industry. We operate on a zero landfill policy, which means nothing winds up in the landfill. Everything's 100% repurposed or recycled back into the U.S. manufacturing stream. And Pupfish received our certified B Corporation status in 2021, and we are proud to be a force for the local and global good.
This is Tommy DeMisa, one of the partners of Vanguard Benefits. I'm excited to be a new member of the AVCCI. And, it's an organization really that I can tell already from being connected to it that has reach nationally and across many different verticals in business. So I'm excited to be a part of that. So really quick, what I do, one of the partners, as I say, at Vanguard Benefits, and we're an employee benefits agency. We're laser focused on that employee benefits experience. So that means we work with employer groups as they look to create strategic employee benefits solutions. We look to come in and try to help them stabilize their costs around their benefits. And a lot of what we deal with is when folks are looking to attract or retain talent. So that's where we live. We also work to help businesses and nonprofit organizations find ways to really stay compliant around their employee benefits and offset a lot of the burden of implementing an employee benefits plan. So what I like to say is, I was just with a client yesterday, and I like to say we become the outsourced benefits management team for our clients. So our largest client has about 800 employees, and our smallest client has 2 employees. And really where we make the biggest impact is from about 50 to 300 employees. That's where we find that we're really well situated to work with those types of groups. We work with the leadership team, and then we do one-on-one education as appropriate for our clients. So really, we know how expensive benefits can be, and it often is a very personal conversation as it relates to somebody's family and their budget. So we make sure that we're always available to educate. And then we give that one-on-one service through my operations and client service team throughout the year. So I'm always looking forward to meeting with different employer groups, some different strategic partners. For my entire career, I've worked with different CPAs and accountants and other trusted advisors. So happy to be a member of AVCCI, and I look forward to connecting with everybody. And let's reach out. Let's make a new relationship. Take it easy. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Rick Drum, and I am the founder of Peak Growth Solutions, Peak Leadership Teams, and Peak Micro Learning. Prior to starting those companies, I've led companies in manufacturing and distribution in the music industry, which included being president of D'Addario and Company, which is based on Long Island, and also president of Vic Firth Incorporated, which is based up in Boston. So I ran companies for 33 years, and then I started my own coaching business. Again, Peak Growth Solutions, Peak Leadership Teams, and Peak Micro Learning. So I broke them up into 3 pieces because I use Peak Growth Solutions to basically go in and diagnose an organization. I created an app called the Hidden P&L. And what that app does is it does a survey of the leadership team, middle management, and frontline workers. So the leadership team has 30 statements that they rate, middle management 20 statements, frontline workers 12 statements. And out of assessing those statements, I can understand where the alignment or misalignment is inside the organization. And then I can help the organization see what their regular P&L isn't showing them. I call it the hidden P&L, and where they are leaking all kinds of money and opportunities inside the organization. Peak Leadership Teams does the fixing. It's on the ground. It is working hand in hand with the leadership team and helping them create alignment, create their culture, and create the right structure to help the organization achieve whatever vision that it wants to achieve. Peak Micro Learning is a series of 700 micro courses that range in time from 5 to 15 minutes. And that is really the maintenance of the organization. So those courses each course is singularly focused on a specific topic, and they are asynchronous, and they provide a wide range of skill sets to study, but also, most importantly, the durable skills, which are becoming increasingly important to train your people on. So those are the three main services that I offer. I diagnose the organization. I work with the leadership team in person to help the organization with its vision of growth and execution. And then I also provide micro courses to continually train and maintain the workforce. My website is peakgrowthsolutions.com, and my email address is rick@peakgrowthsolutions.com, and my phone number is 774-249-5131. And I look forward to meeting all of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Brent Gary, and I'm proud to be a founder member of the AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm inviting you to join our new movement at avcci.us. In addition, I'm a fractional CMO at Gary Consulting, where I work with business owners who are past the startup stage and fully into scaling, but they need your marketing to go from guesswork to growing. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast, as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast Network, please send us an email, paas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page, and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk, that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page, and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page, and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb, next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming the American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help, and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.